you can see here. Okay, now what is this extension ledger? Okay, even we were able to see the standard ledger in ECC also we understood, but now see, 0L is a standard ledger. Whatever the postings you are doing, all directly it will hit to your GL, I mean 0L. Okay, so that you can draw the report even while execution of FBL 3 and FBL 5N also. Okay, I don't know whether you have noticed or not, by which ledger wise you want to execute the report. Okay, that is what system is asking. What is mean by extension ledger? The concept of extension ledger, I will explain you. This is something what you need to understand. Even S4 HANA has introduced the extension ledger concept. Why we would require it? Okay, let me explain you that one. The concept is important. Okay, so many people are working in this forum. Question to them. Let us assume first. Let us assume. Okay, today is the 14th. Okay, fine. Then 25th of 25th of February, 25th of February 23rd. Okay, we have received received an invoice from vendor. Let us assume. Okay, the amount. Let us assume the amount is a for 1 lakh. Then what will happen here? Okay, it should supposed to, okay, it should supposed to post on the same day in the system, but the postings were not happened in the month of February. Then let us assume 10th of March 23rd, the user realized that the postings, the invoice postings were missing. Then what we were doing earlier? Question to you people. What we were doing earlier? Anyone? Keep in mind here, I am in the March month now. The February periods has been closed. Okay, I don't want to reopen them because, but even though the document which is relevant for my February month. Okay, but now we are in March month. Okay, so what we were doing in, if this is the situation, what we were doing in ECC, even what we were doing, let us assume now the document date which I can able to maintain here is the 20th. Okay, then 25th of February, the document date, what I am going to enter here, document date, posting date. There are two fields are there here. Document date would be 25th of March, posting date would be my 10th of March. I mean, this will be the 25th of February, document date will be, because the document which was generated on 25th of February. Then the posting date will be 10th of March. Okay, so I was able to, I mean, we were able to doing the, I mean, this was the practice what we were following in ECC 6. Okay, but now this concept, in order to post the adjustment entries, the S4 HANA, they have introduced the concept of a extension ledger. Okay, what you need to do, okay, so you need to select here whenever we are posting a document. Okay, even for adjustment postings, there is a separate transaction code, it is there, in order to post the adjustment entries. What will happen? No need to enter. Okay, even though if you enter document date, posting date also. And also one more thing, see, in ECC, if I enter document date is a 25th of February, posting date is a today's date, these transaction might be part of my March month only. These transactions will not reflected in February month. Okay, in ECC. But now in S4 HANA, even though there is a separate transaction code, okay, if I select the ledger, okay, extension ledger, what will happen? While generating the report, this transaction, because here while posting itself, I am going to select the extension ledger. The extension ledger will be the part of my main ledger. Okay, my main ledger will be the 0L. Under main ledger, okay, under main ledger, this will be assigned. Okay, what will happen while generating? Okay, let me show you. 0L, sorry, 0L is the 0L is the standard ledger. Okay, then let us assume I have a one more ledger. Okay, one more ledger is a A1 is the extension ledger. So in previous versions they were calling is the appendix ledger also. Okay, extension ledger. Then let us assume this document I have posted. Okay, posted the document on 10th of March with this amount. Let me take this one. Okay, document got posted. I will enter. Here is the, then the user posted. Okay, straightforward I will mention, posted the document. Then what will happen? It is posted in March, but the document which is a relevant, which is it's a part of February month. What will happen here? Here what will happen? Okay, now here what is going to happen here? If I want to generate the report, okay, for the month of February, let us assume while generating the report for the month of February 23. Okay, then we need to, okay, what is going to happen whenever I am posting? Because what I will do here, for this extension ledger, okay, for now it is going to post a line item with the technical number. Okay, so all the line items which I am going to post, then what will happen? These both ledgers I will specify over there. Okay, what will happen? Let me show. What will happen while generating the reports for the month of February? We need to enter, or we need to key both the ledgers, so that the, what will happen? The adjustment postings also I will mention, so that the, okay, so that the February, okay, the February month adjustment postings also will be part of my report. Okay, so what I am trying to do, I will enter the report. Okay, I will enter two ledgers. These two ledgers I will enter. So what will happen if I give the February month, then system will derive this transaction also. This, because since this transaction will be part of my, I mean, the while posting I have given the extension ledger, so the extension ledger will be part of the my main ledger. Okay, so if I give this transaction, the system automatically. Okay, the question to you people. Now what I'm doing here, I am creating the chart of accounts here. Let us assume operational chart of accounts, group chart of accounts, okay, or country specific chart of accounts. I must have to define here. This is the only one place. If you see here in this place, there is a one which is missing as compared with ECC6. What is that? Anyone? Am I audible? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes, we can
There,
hear.
there is a one configuration which is missing in S4HANA. What is that? While defining the chart of accounts. Hmm? This is ECC system. Because of this reason, I'm just opening. Okay, let me take anything. Can you able to see this in S4HANA? Integration with controlling integration. Anyone can able to see this one here? See
No, sir.
where it is, the same chart of
No.
accounts where I'm defining the chart of accounts. Okay, that is the one biggest change what S4HANA has, I mean, they have come up with. I will explain you, because if without showing all this function, it's not the good way. Now see, now the integration of the controlling this concept, it is not there in S4HANA. What happened? Why I mean, now where is that? Okay, I will explain you the concept. A001 chart of accounts I'm just defining. Okay, I mean the trip just for identification. Okay, then operational chart of accounts of just mention. Now the language, it should English language. The length of GL account, it's optional for you. Either you can keep it or does not keep it, also doesn't have any impact. Keep in mind. Okay, then group chart of accounts, if you are following the group chart of accounts functionality, you can enter it the group chart of accounts functionality. Remember the controlling integration which is completely eliminated. Okay, let me explain you that one. Okay, what is happened now? I have defined the chart of accounts. Then come to the assign company code to the chart of accounts. The assignment is the same: A005, A001. Now let me go back. Define account groups. Okay, so let me create the new entries. Once I will create the account groups, then I will explain the concept. What was the concept? Okay, new account groups, chart of accounts, A001. Let me define the asset. Okay, liabilities. Okay, the same sequence I am following. 1 lakh to, sorry,
Sir, for assets, you had given liabilities account.
please go on mute, I'll explain. Now, for liabilities, whatever the GL accounts which I am going to create, I would like to create in between this number, the GL accounts which I want to create for liabilities. Remember, then A001, okay, then assets. For assets which I want to create, then then again the same chart of accounts, then revenues. Then revenues, then expenses, then up to here everybody aware of this one. Okay, everyone we know, because even we were even earlier sessions also we have seen. But now what was changes in S4 HANA? Let me go to here. Now whatever the cost elements, you remember, if you remember correct. Okay, first let me save this one. Sorry, first let me save this one. Even afterwards also I can create. Okay, this will be there. Okay, let it be. First let me save this one. Then if you remember correctly, in S4 in ECC system, now let me go to the FS00. Okay, now if I want to create, okay, for expenses 400 100. Okay, now if this is my GL account, if I want to create the cost elements, okay, primary cost elements, what I need to do, I need to click on the edit cost element. Then it is then it can, I mean, it is taking to into the controlling. Then I can able to create the cost elements. Okay, how can I create the cost elements? Either this is the one way, or I can able to create the cost elements. Come to the controlling, cost element accounting, master data, cost elements, individual processing, KA01. Okay, to create my primary cost elements. Remember, keep in mind this one. Okay, KA01. Then in order to create primary cost elements, we were able to create primary and secondary cost elements also. There is a separate transaction code, it is there. We were able to creating in ECC 6.0. But now in S4 HANA, all primary and secondary cost elements, remember, in S4 HANA, all primary and secondary cost elements will be part of the GL accounts. Okay, so here what is happening now? I do not want to create separate cost elements in controlling area. Okay, all my primary cost element and secondary cost elements now the part of my GL accounts. Okay, but now, okay, now I am telling that is fine. Okay, all the things are in my it's a part of my GL accounts. Okay, if I am not creating the primary and primary cost elements, because the purpose of the primary cost elements is that whatever information I am posting, okay, in finance, okay, these are the vehicles to transfer the data into controlling module. But now if this is completely eliminated in S4 HANA, where I mean somebody, there should be a relationship, right? Okay, so then the S4 HANA, they have come up with the, okay, so that is the reason while creation of the chart of accounts, they have completely removed the, okay, controlling integration, point number one. Then now what I am telling is now all my GL accounts, while creation of GL accounts itself, okay, FS00, while I will take any one of the GL account here, okay, while creation of GL account itself, now if I come to control data, sorry, okay, this is assets, right? Let me go to the revenues or expenses so that we can able to view the, they have not selected here. 400 purchase account, expenses, revenues, I don't know why. Okay, I think this is selection problem only. Let me show you this one. Primary costs and revenue cost. Primary cost and revenue. But while creation of what system will display. Okay, let me do some changes here. While creation of under control data, if they have integrated that controlling area, not here, here itself the control data, it will appear, but let me select this group here. Non-operating expenses, secondary costs, cash account, operating expenses, primary costs, revenues. If this, as soon as once this will select, it should appear the option. I don't know, but why it is not appearing. Okay, I will show you. Here there will be a one more option will be appear here. Okay, let me change this one. If that is the case, yeah, I will, let me change the 1710. This is the standard company code. We consider secondary costs under revenues. Now you can see here. In FS00 itself, while creation of GL account in S4 HANA, they have come up with, or they have introduced the concept of cost element category. So in the GL account itself, we need to assign the cost element category. But what we were doing in S4 in ECC, then let me go back one step back. Here in control data, where is my option? Okay, the control cost element assignment, here it is not there for cost element assignment here. Okay, there is no option. Okay, then in order to make this GL account as a cost element, then I need to go back here, click on edit cost element, then I need to assign the cost element category. This was the separate activity, but now in S4 HANA, it's a completely removed. Here itself, while creation of a GL account itself, we can assign the cost element category, the required cost element category, so that this GL account will be part of my cost element here. If this assignment will be there. Okay, remember. Then this is the one concept they have introduced. Then myself, and also one more thing for my secondary cost elements. Okay, this is now the GL accounts are become my primary cost elements. But what about my secondary cost elements? For secondary cost elements, we would require is a separate number ranges for the, separate number ranges for creation of secondary cost elements. Secondary cost elements. Okay, let me create this secondary cost. Remember, then one more changes has introduced up to 1909. Okay, remember that is what. Let me go to the sheet here. Up to 1909, this concept was not there. What is this concept? Now you can see here cash account concept. Cash account, this concept they have introduced from S4HANA 2020 version onwards. Okay, this the cash account, the account group, while creation of GL accounts, the concept is only for the bank accounts. Only for the bank accounts, this cash account. Okay, I will explain you the functionality in detail. I will explain, but what are the changes in GL accounts I am explaining here. Okay, now if I go to S4 HANA, even you can able to see only the balance sheet and PNL account, but now they have come up with the multiple GL account types. If I go to here, if I go to in ECC 6.0, see now, okay, sorry, only PNL account and balance sheet account group, PNL account and balance sheet account types. Okay, but now in S4 HANA, they have introduced now 5 groups. One is for cash account, bank accounts. This is for non-operating expenses or income. Primary cost, this is a cost elements. This is secondary cost where you can see here for balance sheet. Let me go here. Then for cash accounts, I will keep separate account. Okay, separate GL accounts for cash accounts. Remember, cash accounts. Then I'll give the